So today I'll be showing you guys one of the best kept secrets in AI, and that is Openrouter. This is a website that literally allows you to access 300 plus LLMs all under one platform. It's by far the platform that I use the most when it comes to testing different AI systems and comparing them against each other. So what I'm going to do now is show you guys around the platform, even if you're a beginner, so you can understand and get to grips with this amazing piece of tech. So the main feature that this website has that you really want to take advantage of is having different models. So I'm going to click the chat. So essentially what we can have here is having conversations with as many models as we like. It sounds super simple, but when you see the user interface, you're going to immediately understand. So if we click add model right here, one of the things that we can see is that we literally have all of the recent AI releases under the hood. DeepSeek's newest models, Claude's newest models, of course, Google Gemini's models, so many different models that are here that you may actually get a little bit overwhelmed. Now, of course, if you're a beginner, you probably won't be using all of these different models. I'll show you guys what you will likely be using this for, but it's still very effective to have a website that houses almost every single model, because this allows you to really easily get access to anything that you see on Twitter. So if you see a 7B variant somewhere mentioned online, you can know for sure that it is going to be hosted on this website almost immediately. So one of the first things you're going to want to do is just hover on your profile picture, then go to your credits. Then ideally what you'd want to do here is just add the minimum amount of credits. So you probably only need to add $1 or $2. This is by far one of the cheapest websites when it comes to using LLMs, and by far the most convenient when it comes to accessing all models deployed. So just make sure that you add $1 or $2 so that when you're having these queries, you can actually get responses back, because the website isn't free, but it is remarkably cheap for what you're getting. And of course, it is pay as you go. So it's not like a monthly subscription, so you won't be charged all the time. And then once that's done, what we can do now is head on over to the chat area. So now that we're in the chat area, this is by far the most useful area because it allows us to access tons and tons of models. So if we go onto the top right and we click add model, this is where we get to the model selector. So here we can see tons of models that have been released. And what's great about this is that we actually see the date so that we know which models have been released quickest. So we know that the most recent models that have been released are these DeepSeek versions. So if you're logging in and you're thinking, okay, I just saw that this model's on TikTok, this one was released on Twitter, someone made a video on this model, which one was released? You can see here in chronological order the release of these AI systems. So this is really useful, even if you just want to go ahead and think which models were released again. These models were released, and it includes basically every model from every big company. And what's also great is that on the right hand side, you can see a description of the model. So even if you don't know what this model is, for example, the Savi M, you can just be like, okay, let me scroll down and read this short summary. That way I can understand what the model is. And then of course I can go ahead and use the model. So what I'm going to do now is show you guys why this is so effective. So let's say, for example, I wanted to use a model. So I'm just going to type in a mini. So I want GPT 4.1 mini. What I can do is I can literally just, put in a very normal request. So if I put in a normal request, it's going to give me a normal response outputted. That is what we are super used to. However, this isn't the main function of Openrouter. The main function is to be able to talk to multiple models at the same time. So ideally what you want to do is you want to be able to add different models at the same time. So for example, right here, what I can do now is I can add DeepSeek R1, Quen 7B into the chat. So now when I put in a message and I put that message in again, now what's going to happen is I can say a business plan for YouTube AI content. Now when I actually put this message in, you can see that both models are actually going to be responding to my query. So the reason that this is useful is because now what you can do is you can quickly test what models are saying, and you can quickly see the differences and nuances in the different models. So let's say, for example, you're someone that, I don't know, maybe you make marketing videos and you're wondering, which of these models are going to be the best for me when it comes to actively using it on a day-to-day basis. And that's why I have this one, because let's say, for example, maybe you want to test out, something that's going to be writing your blog posts, something that's going to be writing your LinkedIn, or something that's going to be doing your professional emails. You can literally add the models that you could be using, like Gemini, GPT-4o, and Claude 3.5. Then you could put in your own custom prompts, and then you'll see 3 different responses. And from those 3 different responses, you can be like, okay, I can see overall the model that consistently gets what I want perfectly is either Claude, is either Gemini, or it's this specialized model that I've seen here. That makes it super useful for you to understand exactly what to use. Of course, you can open this up and see the data. And once again, you can do the same here. And it's super, super useful. Now, do remember that once again, it's not free. So the more models you add, the more cost there will be. And you can add up to, I think, around 4 models. So this is something that is remarkably effective. So you can see right here, once again, I can add a different model. I can add Mistral in here, and it's also going to respond if I put in another query. And this is something that is just, once again, super, super useful. Now, of course, what you can also do, which I find to even further, really add to your customizability, is to be able to add system prompts. So for each of them, if you click those 3 dots, you can literally go ahead and you can add a system prompt here. So for whatever reason, if you want these models to behave differently, you can do that. So I can say you are an expert business advisor, and of course you can give it the name whatever you want. So you can, name it and customize it, and you can call it the Biz Advisor. And so what you can do is you can click just, apply. And of course, if you want, you can actually apply these to all. So if you click apply, it's basically going to apply the description to all of these. So we can see right here that when we go over to GPT-4.1, it also has the you are an expert business advisor. Now, what's also cool as well is that you're able to test out these models. Now, this is usually for developers, but if you're a beginner and you want to, test out the models in a bit more of an advanced way, when you go to these 3 dots, what you can do is test out these sampling parameters. Now, you might be a little bit confused on what this thing is, but it's super simple. The only one that I would really mess with is the temperature of these models. And the only reason you would want to do that is so that, you could potentially get a more creative output. So, you could put this up, you could put it lower, and sometimes people vary with this so that they can get different responses. So it's super, super simple to use. So it's completely up to you with how you want to customize that in this models. Now, this website has some other key features as well. For example, you've got web search. Of course, as always, you can add a new room at any time if you want to start a new chat. If you want to delete your previous chats, just go here, click delete, and they will disappear. Now, something that I also find very, very useful is that you can go to the rankings. So this is where you can basically see which models are best for which category. As I said before, you always want to do your personal private tests so that you have your own industry specific use case. But in this example, in broader specific areas, what you ideally want to do is look at which models are being used by the overall majority. So for example, let's say we have programming. I can probably bet that it's going to be Claude, but we can see here that this week, Claude 4 has taken the top in terms of the leaderboard. So remember, when you are looking at this, one thing I want you to understand is that we're currently looking at the API data. We're not just looking at people talking through the chat logs, because most people that use Openrouter use this through the API, as it is super useful to access a bunch of different models that don't have real API documentation, or at least in a way that it needs to be. So you can see here that in programming this week, the best model is Anthropic Claude 4. Today, it's also Claude 4. So if you want to gauge an average trend of which models are increasing and which ones are decreasing, this is by far one of the easiest ways to do that. So once again, if we go to marketing, we can see here clearly that things are going to be a little bit different, and this makes sense to me. So I've got a few things that I do marketing wise, and I've always told people that Gemini is the best when it comes to marketing, and I can clearly see that reflected here. So ideally what you'd want to do is you'd want to use this site to be able to see that if your category has a different model that you use, you'd ideally want to be like, wait a minute, maybe I should try out this model here. If it's marketing, I could just click it, and then I could, go ahead and I could go to chat with that model. And when you do click on the chat for the model, we can see the other areas where it does rank number one. So it's really interesting to see all of the different categories that are super, super amazing. Now, you know, what you can also do as well is you can see the market share. So for programming, we can see over time, this pink model has gained some decent amount. And then we can see that Claude 4 managed to claw back some market share over here. And for the longest time, it was Claude 3.7 on it in December. And then a lot of people switched to Claude 3.5, then 3.7. So overall, we can see that they maintained a really, really decent market share. Of course, for other areas like finance, of course, for other areas like health, things are going to be completely different. But remember, even if they don't have your specific subject here, you can go ahead and test them and come back with your own results. And so for this, I'm just going to go ahead and click create. So now I've got a new API key here. So let me switch over to two API/AI automation platforms. I'm going to show you guys how you'd use them. So one scenario that I have here is make.com. And essentially this is a AI automation platform that allows you to have multiple different AI agents and AI workflows. So with this, you can see right here, when I add a node, you can see they've already got Openrouter right here. And essentially, if I want to talk to this model, I just click create chat completion. And you can already see I've already got my API key hooked up here. If I just need to do that again, I click add. I remember that key I just had here. All I would need to do is just paste that in here and then click save. I've already got my Openrouter connection here, so I don't need to add it again. But once again, with these automation platforms, what you can do is you can access all of these same models. So, you know, for example, if I wanted Gemini, oftentimes you won't actually see Gemini here. And sometimes previously there used to be a community node where you used to have to pay for it. So for example, you may also not see DeepSeek here. So if I type in DeepSeek, in fact, there is actually a DeepSeek here, but let me type in Qwen 3. Oh, wow, there is a Qwen 3. Yeah, this is actually quite surprising that there is Qwen 3 and all of these other models here. But for smaller 8B variants, this is of course what you'd want to have because you don't have all of these specific ones here. So having access to every single variation like 5-4 reasoning and the R-key models and the Mistral models, it's just super useful if you want any really complex custom automations. And so this is a platform called NA10, but we can also see here that if we type in open, we can see that there's an Openrouter chat model. And of course, I just click create new credential, my API key. I'm just going to go ahead and paste that API key in. And then I'm going to click save. So now my credential is saved. And of course, once again, I can access a full range of models in this automation platform. So, you know, there's a million different things that you could do here. But considering the fact that we have this model, we can now build more complex custom automations that have different model specifics. So if you're working with a client, you might want to have something a little bit different. If you guys have any questions down below, don't forget to leave them there and I will try to respond to all of them.